value of the company is multiple billions of dollars. And, you know, Pornhub was the flagship site. So this was the cash cow of the company. This is how not only are they making money on 4.6 billion ad impressions every day and all of the traffic they're getting, but they're advertising their pay sites on the free sites, right?
Back here to get another video, and for those who out there watch the corn late night talking about HBO Max After Dark, we're gonna figure out how free porn sites really work, who benefits, where's the money going? Because last time I checked, you get paid per subscription. You get views like YouTube. Make sure y'all like, check out, and subscribe as always. And so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna figure out who's keeping me up at night.
Just Pornhub, right? Pornhub is owned by a parent company that all of this kind of I learned over the last 5 years, called MindGeek. Now, MindGeek has a monopoly on the global big porn industry. So we call it big porn because there's big porn, just like there's big tobacco, there's big pharma.
Big porn is crazy.
And it's dominated by one company. That company was called MindGeek. They rebranded to ILO to try to escape their reputation as peddlers of crime. But so with a $362 million loan from a hedge fund called Colbeck Capital and 125 secret investors who were outed as including JP Morgan Chase and Cornell University, they had basically rolled up the entire global porn industry under one company.
So they owned it, MindGeek.
Yeah, so they owned, they were managing Playboy, Digital Playground, Wicked Pictures, Brazzers, Reality Kings, pay sites, subscription sites, and then the tube sites. So Pornhub and its sister sites. So Pornhub, YouPorn, RedTube, TubeBait, GayTube, XTube, I could go on and on.
Yeah.
They own the most popular tube sites. So
Vegan Tube, is that one? That's no time for jokes. And who owns MindGeek?
So MindGeek was owned by a secret majority shareholder. So nobody knew.
Said we got ourselves some secret.
The owner of MindGeek was when all of this began.
And were they in
We
America?
got us some secret master.
We found them. Through the course of this, there was an investigation called Hunt for the Porn
Masturbators.
King.
So they're not an American company. So you start on the hunt for the Porn King.
Right. So we discovered who was the secret majority shareholder of the company, and his name was Bernd Mayer, and he was in Austria, and he lived part-time in Hong Kong. And
Bernd Mayer. Let's bring a picture of him up.
Bernd
I
Mayer.
want people to know
there he
who
is. Yeah.
Bernd Mayer.
He looked like he looks like the guy.
He grew up as a son of farmers.
He looks like the guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. The sweaty hair, the cigarette with the glasses, the scruffy beard. Buckled and seen a couple of.
Became the owner of porn site RedTube in 2013.
Hard nights in the basement.
Manwin, now known as Alyo. He was a former majority owner of Pornhub and MindGeek. Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure we
So
see him.
he was the majority, and then Feroz Antoon and David DeSillo were the CEO and the COO, and they were the minority shareholders, and they had kind of hidden themselves from the public as well for a really long time.
Okay, and
until
are
all
these
this
guys
started
all
going viral.
from
That's
Austria?
crazy.
Are they all from a
No,
specific place?
so
You ask
Canadian.
somebody,
So the company is an
how you make your
international
money?
corporation.
Uh,
They are headquartered in Canada, so they have most
control a
of their
hedge fund.
employees
Yeah,
in
for
Canada,
who?
but they have offices now they have
It's
an
a
office
pretty
in Texas,
lucrative
LA,
industry.
Cyprus,
I'll tell you that
Romania,
much.
MindGeek has
London,
offices everywhere?
everywhere. Yeah.
Every
So
crap.
they are a multinational corporation, huge corporation, hundreds of millions of dollars a year, multi-billion-dollar corporation with a monopoly on the global big porn industry.
And how much money was it bringing in a year?
Yeah, they're estimated about $500 million per year. The value of the company is multiple billions of dollars. And
They say.
Pornhub was the flagship site. So this was the cash cow of the company. This is how not only are they making money on 4.6 billion ad impressions every day and all of the traffic they're getting,
Man.
but they're advertising their pay sites
always got some
on
advertising
the free
to
sites,
support.
right?
Right.
So they kind of have
Always
this
got some
ecosystem
damn-
where they
A
advertise
30 or 8-year-old
browsers
woman
on
wants to
Pornhub,
meet you in
drive
your area.
traffic to all the other
Dick pills.
websites.
Every
Yeah.
Thought it was Brazzers, which is crazy, but also, I don't care. I mean,
Goddamn
it's
creatine
either way.
pill.
Yeah, content is king for the porn tube sites. You have to understand this, that it's about getting unrestricted massive amounts of content so that they could get
Exactly.
picked up in Google search results, so that they can drive massive amounts of traffic, so they can sell all those ad impressions and make
For
hundreds
all
of
you
millions
women
of
out
dollars
there
a
that's
year
saying
on free porn.
this is
okay?
body empowerment.
Worst thing they could do
You're
is
part
take
of a
content down from the
monopoly
site.
of
But
grown
they
men.
started to delete millions of videos. They deleted 10 million videos and over 30 million images, basically in 24 hours. And what Financial Times called probably the biggest takedown of content in internet history. They deleted all of their unverified videos because they had no idea who was a child and like who was 16 and who was 18.
Right.
Who was what was rough sex and what was rape. They had no idea what was consensually recorded and non-consensually uploaded, right? And so they took down that much content.
Because they're worried about the money.
Yeah. They wanted to woo the credit card companies back.
Right.
Is they said, okay, we have to to
mean,
do this. They basically deleted their site.
At the same time, maybe if you're morally
80%
conscious,
of
you'd
it
be like,
at the
yeah, I wouldn't.
They had 30 moderators.
I wouldn't want this
30
on my site.
moderators moderating the millions of videos on Pornhub. Now compare that with Facebook's 15,000 moderators, and they still don't have enough. These moderators, they were viewing between 800 and 2,000 videos per shift, clicking through those videos
goodness.
with the sound off, just clicking through them, guessing. Like I call it the underage guessing game. Like this is a game of Russian roulette with people's
What
lives.
the fuck?
They're trying to guess
Can you
who's 15,
imagine?
who's 18, who's 16, and
Whoever
who's
that
19.
workload,
Like nobody can.
whoever took on that workload, bro, you got some, man. They say 30 moderators, 800 to 2,000 videos a day. Know how much titties and vagine that is? Do you know how much ass you gotta? You know how much ball sweat a nigga didn't see? Hey, you clocking in for this shit. You putting the suitcase down and fuck it. We back at it.
Do that on like even a pediatrician can't do that.
Yeah, and what
on a-
happens to your brain at a certain point after seeing so much traumatic stuff that you were even like that should be a crime, and putting a employee through that.
Well, I've spoken to those, and some of those employees I call friends today because they
Really, have they
their-
said that they've seen some? It's been
their
really
conscience
intense.
was pricked.
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
They came forward, and I've spent hours and hours in
Because
person
what the
and
hell?
online and on
How
the
do you
phones,
live a
speaking to them,
normal
trying to
life?
understand how all of this worked. And one of them is especially dear to me, and he told me that it was so hard on him to do this job.
How
that
much was
he
it
needed the
paying?
money. And
What is
he
that?
was abused as a child. He was sexually abused as a child.
Wow.
So it was especially hard for him to do this.
Exactly.
But I think
How
that's
much
why-
money
Why
was you
went
getting
and did it.
paid?
It's like you could find something else to do, probably.
I mean-
not calling him out, but it's like maybe
Yeah.
there's some weird
Why?
thing that's created there too that like.
Why?
I don't know.
I
But
don't
I
know.
appreciate what he
And then,
did.
like, you only came forward because you got tired of closing your eyes and seeing sex all day. Like, you did been desensitized so much that when you go outside into reality, you hate the way that you feel because sex is the only thing you not immoralized, but have been access to. Like, it's the only thing for a week period that you just only seen. So every time you go outside, you're just going to see scenarios and whatever the fucking case may be. And you're just sitting there like, no, I don't want this. If you try to have sex, it's not working because you've basically just desensitized yourself to the whole idea of it. Just trying to sit there and scope through 2,000 videos. How much were you getting paid, my guy? How much? This doesn't sound like $100,000 job. At this point, I needed the money. What are you, a struggling actor? What the fuck are you talking about? I needed the money. Everybody needs money. It's how you get it. What the fuck?
and coming forward. So this is the company. This is who we're kind of coming up against, right? And so all of this started to take off and go viral, and victims are coming forward, whistleblowers. I told you about the former owner who came forward. His name is Fabian Tillman, and he was called the Zuckerberg of porn. He's
Okay,
the
let's
one.
bring him up. Just want to get a
That's
look.
a name
Put a
for your
face to it,
ass.
guys.
The
Fabian
Zuckerberg of
Tillman.
porn.
He looks Danish,
It's
huh?
THY.
This man looks Danish.
Yeah.
So why is it always these? Oh yeah.
Fabian Tillman.
He's the one that put Pornhub on the
Yeah,
map. And he
you-
kind of had this vision for.
You look like that guy.
the German entrepreneur who once built the
You,
biggest
you,
adult
you look
entertainment
like
company in
that
the
guy.
world.
Anybody that still makes this fucking mohawk
That's
part of
him.
their come on,
Fabian.
come on, my guy.
Okay, so he's one of the guys schlepping it.
So
And why
he,
they all
so
got the
he's the one who
thick-ass
actually
glasses,
revealed
bro?
to
I
me.
noticed
who the secret
they always got
majority shareholder
cameras
was
in
and
them
sold the
fucking
company
things,
to.
bro. Like,
Yeah, he
come on
reached
now,
out
bro.
in
They
summer
always got these
2020
thick ass sad
to say he
pieces
wanted
on
to
their
help.
glasses, bro.
And so one of the things that he did was he exposed the secret majority shareholder's name, and he said, "Go after the credit card companies." As the former owner, he said, "If you want to make a difference here, you go after the credit card companies to cut ties." And so that was
First of all-
now what I didn't realize at the time. I was suspicious, right? Why is he wanting to help?
If I'm putting,
And
if
I
I'm putting,
later found out that
if I'm putting
he
subscriptions,
had intention to try
on a
and buy
porn
back the
website.
company. So he kind of wanted
And
to
I'm
make a
telling
killing
you
again.
to
So I think he wanted to help take it
type
down,
in your
buy
Visa
it,
card,
then
Find a way to do it
How
back probably in
much
crypto or something on a
backlash should
I don't know
Visa
what
get?
he was thinking, but he wanted
It's
to
a payment
buy it back,
option.
which I found out later on.
We're
But
we're a
the
company that
CEO
has to
and
do
the
with payment.
COO and the
Unless
CEO
like
were
he
forced to
back
resign
alley in
as
Twitter.
well. And
oh, we
today
making it
they're
a-
being
a
sued by
$5
nearly
fee,
300
and we getting
victims in
Visa
25
$3
lawsuits, including
$3
multiple
on
class actions on
everybody,
behalf
everybody
of
that
tens
signs
of
up,
thousands
or
of
every
child victims.
monthly
And they're
subscription
doing
they get an extra
amazing
$3 or
reports.
something like that. Then okay, cool. Maybe
So
maybe,
much
maybe
more
contact
evidence
Visa.
has been
But
uncovered in legal
you
discovery.
can't-
So
you can't
discovery is this
open
amazing
the credit
tool.
card company
When you
just because
engage in a
buddy
civil
want to
lawsuit,
pay porn in
the
cash. You
court
can't do
gives you
that.
permission
Like, what if it
to
was just a
get
cash only
behind
system? We go after
your
the
opponent. So you
the
can
treasury.
get their text
Who we
messages,
go
you can
after?
get their emails.
Bonds. What do we go
So
after?
much has come out of the complicity. Like you just couldn't believe. The site is still online. You know, it's been purchased now. They're trying to do this whole rebrand. So it was sold as a distressed asset
Okay.
to a company
Paying
that
for porn
they
with
created
crypto?
themselves to buy Pornhub.
That'd be
And
crazy.
they're called ethical.
That
Capital
like you in
Partners.
real life trying to do that.
Ethical
That-
Capital Partners.
Like,
and
you
who
have
is
to
the-
find
who are the main big
your
wigs in that
address
company, do we
key.
know?
Yes, we do. They
Type
have
in-
themselves online. You know, the guy that's out
Convert
there kind of
coins.
trying to do this whole rebrand of Pornhub, like we're ethical capital partners.
But that is
his name
one
Solomon
big ass
Friedman,
issue though.
and
Is the
he
child
is a
child
criminal
porn
defense
that's
attorney.
being
So
Is he really a Jewish
trying
guy
to
from
be
where? Where's he
sprinkled in
from?
plain sight.
Canada.
Maybe Jewish, I have no
He's
idea,
from
from
Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
So he wants to rebrand and just make it more ethical?
Well, I mean, that's what they're saying, right? They're saying they called themselves ethical capital, yet at the same time, you know, they didn't.
So Ethical Capital Partners, there's still stuff out there that's not supposed to be there.
Yes, they still haven't actually implemented
Right.
the preventative policies.
So what's
necessary.
ethical about it?
It's just a farce. I
Right.
mean, it's just, you know, and that's why I think it's so important to sound the alarm on this rebrand, because from a victim's perspective, like this is also a miscarriage of justice for them to go out there and
Ethical
try to
capital.
resuscitate Pornhub's brand to say,
And
oh,
y'all
we're ethical
buying
capital.
porn.
Listen, the men who made that decision to have 30 moderators just guessing what's rough sex and rape, guessing, and they guess wrong all the time.
How
They're
do you
skipping through
rebrand
2,000
a porn
1,000
site,
videos
bro?
per shift. And
You started a
they're
cooking show
still
on it? Like,
running
what do you
Pornhub
do,
today.
bro?
So they're still on the 6th floor Aquamarine Montreal Tower of that corporation
Jewish guy from
running
Canada.
Pornhub today. Yes, the CEO and the COO were forced to resign, but they have the same CFO. They have the same CLO.
The only
Who's the
one
CFO?
premium
Eddie
titties.
DeSanto.
Like,
Eddie DeSanto,
what?
bring him up.
I don't know if you'll find him. They try to.
They try to hide his
They
face?
try to, but
Sick.
some of them. I mean, you can find Ryan Hogan, Matt Kalichi. So you can
What-
look up
what-
Kareem
what do you
Almarazi.
prevent
He is the
in porn?
CPO, and he's running it today.
Rina Marazi.
So
There
that's
he
him.
is.
So he's there
Let
today,
me see.
right?
Yep, about him from Canada. As an integral part of the mobile broadband
Bro,
team.
I don't get it.
Telecommunication engineer. Went to University of Montreal.
I get the fact. Okay, you're trying to.
So
make
they're
sure
still running.
that,
They're just
yes,
trying to
it's
rebuild
child
this company
porn.
and still make money.
Well,
off
so
of
I
it.
mean,
Off
what I'm
any
saying is
type
like
of
ethical
porn
capital, right?
website,
If they were
but to
coming
sit
in
here
and saying
say
like we're going to
we're
rebrand,
trying
we're
to
going to do
make
this
it
new
ethical
thing, Why would you still have the same men
further
responsible for
clean
the
it up?
decisions that destroyed the
Besides
lives
that, what
of
else do you
countless
want to
victims
do?
just running the site today? That's
What
it's
else?
Right.
it's just a farce. Like, it's not real.
Hell no, but it's crazy. Even porn has a back door. Watch yourself now. Now, if this is the case, then that means OnlyFans most definitely, boy. But boy, OnlyFans gotta. Hey man, watch yourself now. Make sure to comment and subscribe as always. Shit, check out Theo Vaughn. They talk more about this topic. I just wanted to pull this one out. It's just crazy because you wouldn't think. I mean, probably, but the niggas who own it, they look like they should own it. I don't know. Is it just me? These niggas got mohawks and scruffy beards. Those are the ones who chokes the chicken. My beard ain't scruffy. Chill out. Love y'all.